So I was online scrolling and saw a case about a 32-year-old Michigan woman. Her name is Talia Teneyuque or something like that.
Taniqua.
She has been charged with a felony. She's facing 10 years with a $250,000 penalty. She rejected a plea deal. And guess what she did? She had an online baking business and she used her food stamps to buy the ingredients.
Sounds like fraud to me.
Yeah, she used her food stamps to buy the ingredients for her baked goods, and she's facing 10 years.
Oh,
Black lady. Yeah, they don't want you coming up in no kind of way.
did she just say black lady? Did she just preface that it's a black lady?
Want you, yeah, black lady.
We know when you told us her name was Taniqua, we knew it was a black lady. She had to preface that. We ain't no other race named Taniqua.
Yeah, they don't want you coming up in no kind of way. I mean, she may have been struggling with the food stamps. You got to try to make ends meet. This government sucks, and
Really,
especially for
really.
us. If
Oh
they
my
see
goodness.
you trying to make a dollar or two, they don't they don't like it. They don't want it.
Really, this government sucks. That's what you're gonna say about that situation? Because if the government sucks so bad, right? Because this picture this for a second, y'all. She's getting food stamps. People are gonna make sure that they eat first, right? That's the utmost importance as far as survival goes. So that means that she had to make sure she stocked her house before she starts trying to start a business and feed other people for in exchange for money. So what that tells us is if the government sucks so bad, how was she getting way more food stamps than she needed to where she could stock her house, then start a whole business feeding a mass amount of people just off her food stamps? If the government sucks so bad. Now, I don't really want to dispute that the government sucks because I think in a lot of ways it does suck, especially when we talk about taxes. Taxes that we have to pay for ish like this of people defrauding. But I'm really only bringing this up because in this instance, and from her POV point of view, she should not have that sentiment. It should not suck for you because you're taking full advantage of it. And you've been doing it for a while. Apparently so long that they told you that you owed $250,000 back along with facing 10 years. So how much have you defrauded if that's what you owe? And to be able to say that the government sucks, man, please. It does. Because we got a fun ish like this.
They just want you to scrape by, to just barely get by where you could be. I'm not going to even just say it's all black people. I'm just going to say anybody that's not like them. Anybody that they deem that they could use as a slave and be in the workforce, that's where they want you. They don't want you to be independent of them. And if you are independent of them, and when I say them, I mean the system, the government system. If you are independent, they're going to make sure they tax the hell out of you. So,
What are
yeah,
you
the
talking about?
American dream really is to get out of America because that's crazy. And that's what lets you know that they have this surveillance on this social media. You can't do anything to make money and they not have a hand in it. That's why they wanted TikTok. Yeah, those are just my thoughts.
I don't understand what she's talking about because she seems like a sweet lady, but she doesn't know what she's talking about because she said that the government doesn't want you to be independent. They don't want you to, it's not designed for people to be independent. What are you talking about? The tax code is absolutely designed for independent business owners. It's not designed for workers. We're the ones pouring into this. They've got all type of tax code and stipulations that actually allows for entrepreneurs and people who are independent and have their own thing to actually avoid taxes, not not evade taxes, but to avoid taxes. So the system is designed for people who are independent. That's why immigrants come to this country and are able to flourish. However, what is not designed for you to do is for you to defraud government funds that you got for free and use it like it's a grant or something for then you to use and multiply that as opposed to being used for its designated purpose. When the government gives you funds designated for a specific thing, you better use it for that specific thing. Otherwise, you're going to get prison time. It's just that simple. Ask the people who did whatever they wanted to do with these PPP loans. See where that got them. And the government's got a long time to track a lot of people down who defrauded PPP loans. And people who had those PPP loans that didn't use them correctly, they're sitting on pins and needles if they haven't already gotten caught. So this isn't a new thing. But see, we like to get a little bit looser with the food stamps because so many people get them and so many people defraud with them that it's kind of become normal. But the laws are still the laws, and the government can come for you as it sees fit. And it's mostly going to come for the most egregious defrauders who have opposed it in the most egregious way, as it appears this woman did because she's facing 10 years, and they said that they wanted to recoup like $250,000. So if you do it in such an egregious way to where they can't help but notice what's going on, then you're gonna get the wrath. But I think there's a whole ecosystem of people taking advantage and selling food stamps, buying food stamps, repurposing food stamps like this woman, but they just didn't do it on such a large scale.
Y'all, so I guess Marianne here will. Okay, I ain't finna be snacking on no celery sticks. Okay, I want my bag of Cheetos and I want my Dr. Pepper. Okay, who gave y'all the right to decide poor people can't have a snack? Okay, a snack, some chips. Y'all gonna have me making chips in the microwave because I'm gonna have to buy some potatoes and make them myself. That's what y'all gonna have me do. Y'all gonna have me spend $10 to make my own chips rather than just buy a bag of my own for $5. Are you for real? This ain't gonna make people eat healthy now. Y'all just gonna make people get creative. We just gonna get creative for our junk food. Okay? This ain't gonna work the way y'all think it is. I mean, we can't even afford to eat healthy because if we could,
I'm distracted by that big old hairy mole on her chin. Oh my goodness.
we'd be doing it. We wouldn't have to buy junk. Okay? Y'all know how expensive it is? It's so much cheaper for me to buy a little junk food than it is for me to make a 4-course meal. Okay? That junk food ain't hurting me none, sweetie. I'm the pinnacle of health. Look at me. I ain't even got, you can barely even see my double chin. Okay? I done went to Walmart today, and you already know I got me a big bag of Cheetos, because ain't no telling when I'm going to be able to get it next.
I'm not mean like that. I'm not trying to like zoom in on her mouth. She needs some work. But let me see. Yeah, I don't want to just be. I don't like to come for people's appearance. They can't help that. No one can help that. But yeah, that mole was just distracting the heck out of me.
Since everything's supposed to be banned in April, you ain't supposed to be getting no Cheetos, no chips, no sodas. What are we gonna do for birthday parties? We just gonna have a bowl of carrots and some ranch out for birthday parties? I got birthdays coming up. What am I supposed to do? I usually buy people a little thing of junk food for a present. How am I supposed to buy them some junk food if I can't get them with my food stamps? Someone's got to say it, y'all, so I guess Marianne.
Well, stop being generous with taxpayer money. That's first and foremost. And second off, I'm gonna just say this, man. Take more pride in your appearance, man. She got pink hair. It's not done. Her eyebrows a little wild. I'm not gonna say anything about dental work. Dental work can be expensive, but just take a little bit of pride before you just come online and just present yourself, in my opinion. But I mean, we'll leave it there for today. Y'all, do me a favor, if you could like the video, I'd appreciate it. Also, if you could hype the video as well, I would also appreciate that. Hyping is a new feature on YouTube where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And what it does is it pushes us the same way it pushes the larger content creators in the algorithm. It helps us get discovered. And then also feel free to join the Patreon as well, where I post self-improvement content. But until then, I'll catch you all in the next video.